Hi there, I'm Aniket and I'm a 5th year medical student at UCL. Welcome to this video from Medic Mind's video part of our MMI series. This involves us going through some common MMI stations, which have actually been tested by universities in the past. This station is all about confidentiality, a common topic tested at many medical school interviews. So why this station? Being a doctor, it puts you in a privileged position of finding out a lot of information about the people you care for. What is really important is that you keep this information secure and a secret from others. It's an essential part of the bond of trust that exists between the doctor and the patient. And so the medical schools want to ensure that you're aware of its importance. Let's now show you the information the candidate gets at the beginning of the station. How about you pause the video now and have a go at the station, either practicing by yourself or asking a family member or a friend to be the actor. Let's now watch this candidate have a go at the station. I will begin my analysis at certain points in between. There are 3 parts to the station, so we'll go through them one by one.
Hi, could you confirm your name, please?
My name is Shamina.
Shamina, thank you, Shamina. Nice to meet you. Have you read the scenario already?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to repeat it, an 11-year-old boy, James, is diagnosed with terminal leukemia illness, and his parents have told the doctors not to tell the child the news. The boy then asks the doctor what he has. What should a doctor do in this situation?
I think it's very important for the doctor to assess the competence that James has in this situation, and based on that assess whether he's got the mental capacity to be able to process such devastating news, and depending on that go ahead with informing him of what's going on.
Good. And what do you think the parent should have to say in this?
I think it's important to explain to the parents exactly what you're doing, and that is assessing how competent James is in this situation, and if he is, that he has a fair right to understand what's going on and be more involved in his own treatment plan.
Good, thank you.
Part 1. Here, the candidate understands the importance of meeting the boy and assessing whether or not he has capacity. The candidate here has clearly considered the GMC guidelines in approaching the scenario, which immediately tells the examiner that they've done their research. They're also very concise in their answer.
So moving on, we find out that James has made good progress with the treatment, and he was discharged from the care of the hospital. Unfortunately, a couple of years later, when James is 13, he relapses. So again, his parents ask the doctor not to tell James what's wrong with him. But James is now much more interested in his condition. Firstly, what do you need to establish, and what would you do from here?
Provided that James has sufficient competence and the mental capacity to assess what's going on, and he has sufficient interest in his condition as well, I think it's very important to perhaps explain to the parents in this case exactly that, and that is he's competent and he's got a good level of interest in his condition and therefore has a right to know what's going on. And it may be a good idea to get the parents more involved in this conversation that you're going to have with James, and so they'll be able to better explain the condition to him in a way that he understands.
Good, thank you.
Part 2. The examiner gives quite a big chunk of information. Unfortunately, the candidate does not take a moment to pause and assess how the situation has changed. However, they do provide an answer that is correct. They're continuing to make good eye contact and giving a response in a very calm manner.
And a few days after James has been advised of his diagnosis, he then asks to speak to you alone, without his parents, because he knows his parents won't agree with his thoughts. He says to you that he wants to stop having treatment for his condition. Okay. What should you do in this scenario, given that James is 30 and he's competent and understands that, I feel like I don't want this treatment? What should you do here?
I think it's very important to tackle exactly why James feels this way. Perhaps he's read up online about certain treatments and the side effects, and he's not quite willing to go through that, or he's just had some sort of misunderstanding of what's actually going on. So it's very important to clarify for James what his level of understanding is and why exactly he feels this way. Hopefully that should be able to convince James into continuing with the treatment, because that will probably be the only life-saving opportunity.
Yeah, I think that's enough for now. Thank you very much, and good luck for the rest of the stations.
Thank you.
At the end, this is an excellent response. She's putting herself in the shoes of James and is trying to find out why exactly he wants to stop the treatment. A mistake here would be to say that you would continue to treat the patient without giving a good justification. It's very important here to understand that there is no correct answer. To respond to this scenario well in real life settings, you need to try and include all the parties to ensure that everyone is equally involved. So, that's the end of the station. Overall, what the candidate did well was, they considered the point of view of James, the patient, they justified why they're approaching the scenario the way they are, and rather than being shy from the matter, they tackle it straight on and consider what the best possible outcome would be, rather than what they actually would do. And they also use medical terminology, such as capacity. Here is our examiner's card. Pause the video now and have a read. It shows the breakdown of the 3 stages of the station. That's the end of our video. This is the second of a series of videos on our MMI series. Please subscribe to watch some more.
Thanks for watching. Click here to sign up for one-to-one tutoring with insider university knowledge, guaranteed improvement, and a personalized experience. Get your medicine offer today.